Welcome to the Sports Trader videos. I'm going to do a beginner's video today. For those that watch a few of my videos know I normally just trade the last 2 or 3 minutes of a horse race when all the action is. Today for the beginners I'm going to focus on the last 10 minutes. This is when the market is not so volatile. It's a lot slower to trade, but it's a lot easier. So we'll do our usual thing of going and having a look at the graphs. We don't pay a lot of attention to them, but we'll look at them just to see what's happened. This second horse looks all right. It's pretty stable, nice flat market there, and same with the third horse. The fourth one's a bit too volatile for us. It's all over the place. So we're going to look at the second and third favourite here. You can see the price range of that favourite's all over the shop from like 294 down to 224, whereas this third favourite's quite nice. It's sitting right at the bottom at the moment there of its range at 6.6. Now, the most it's had traded today is at 6.4 is £500. You can see that 0.5 there. So I'm one tick off the bottom, all what I call a resistance point. So you see I've been matched there. And I just go and click that hedge figure at 6.8, and the BetTrader software automatically calculates that I need to place a back bet of £97 and 6p. I then move my mouse back to the lay side and I hover over the box of 6.6, and I'm now just focused on that £94 at 6.8. As soon as that disappears, I will get ready to place another bet. So that's been matched there. We're in again at 6.6, and I'll move my mouse back to the 6.8 box. So what I'm looking at now is I'm just focusing on that 100 figure that's on the left of 6.6. That's all I'm looking at. As soon as that starts to disappear, I'm going to click in the blue box. All right. So what we'll do now is see how long it takes. That's 9 minutes to go now until the race starts. I've just moved that bet up because the market's moved up a bit. You see that favourite has moved down from 270 to 260, so the other horses are going to go up a bit. So we've moved the bet to 6.8, and now I'm watching that space at 7. Should I get matched at 6.8, I'll just click the button. With one click, I will submit a £100 bet at 7, like that. And now we're at the front of the queue to get that matched, and I'll move my mouse back to 6.8. So with 10 minutes to go, what we're trying to achieve, which is unlikely, but if you can do 10 of these trades, that's only one per minute, and you're making about £2 per trade, then you should be able to make 15 to £20 per race. But the market's so slow these days at this time of day, like with 7-8 minutes to go, people are still looking at the race before or watching the race before and trading it in play. So usually most of the traders now that make the market volatility, they don't come over like me till about the last 2 or 3 minutes. So this could be a slow old process. And you see how long it's taking me to get these trades matched. Like we're down to 7.5 minutes now, so we've done one trade in 2.5 minutes. And that's fine when you're just beginning, when you're just learning the markets and you're understanding how they work and you want to watch them. It's good that they're going slower. But for me, this is just too slow to be of interest. I'm going to just lose patience in 10 minutes and drive myself crazy. So I tend to now just trade the last couple of minutes. But look, everyone has to start somewhere. And rather than you just watching videos of me going crash bang wallop, there's 20 quid, go and do it, I'll show you how to start. And the best place to start is in these slower markets. Now, some of you will look at the top of this horse and see a figure of minus £577 and go, wow, that's a lot of liability. We're not risking that money at any stage. That only would be a loss if this horse won the race. And at the moment, he's still in the mounting yard. So he's not even on his way down to the start line yet. So we're at no risk at the moment at all of losing 577. If you look at the hedge figures on the right, you can see how much we're going to win or lose at each price point. So let's say this horse went down to 5. I would only lose £33. If it went all the way down to 4, I'd lose 67. But it's very, very unlikely when the market's been open since last night and it hasn't traded lower than 6.6 that it's going to get down to 5. or 4. In fact, I'd be very shocked if this horse went below 5.5 before the race started. So we're now down to 6 minutes and we've still only got the one trade done, but what you'll notice once we get to the 5-minute mark, the volatility will increase. So I'm just doing a trade on this second favourite now. I've just, while I'm waiting, thrown in 100 at 3.6 and I've got a back bet in there at 3.65. So while we're waiting for the 7, you see how I get a bit impatient. You don't need to do this. You just focus on one trade at a time and wait for that horse to get matched at 7. But if you are waiting, as long as you're keeping an eye on it, there's nothing wrong with trading another horse. The problem I have at the moment is this favourite is going up to 292. I need it to start coming back down for that second and third favourite to start drifting. So until it does, we're going to be sort of stuck in these two trades, but they're not going badly at the moment. But I don't expect this favourite to go above 3. That's normally a very strong point with horses that are trading 6 to 4, 9 to 4. If they hit 2 to 1, they get smashed by people backing them. So I expect this favourite to come down at some point, and then our two horses will go up. So we just got to be a bit patient. We still got 4 minutes 45 to go. So there's our third one gone up. So we'll jump in again at 6.8. The favourite's still there, so we might need to wait a bit for the second favourite, because if the favourite's going up and the third favourite's going up, there's only one way the second favourite's going to go, and that's down. But here comes the favourite now. You see he's come down a bit, back to 286. So we've got some hope now of the second favourite going up for us and trading. There's only a couple of £100 in front of us at 360. So we just got to be patient. Still just over 4 minutes to go. It's a shame we missed the 6.8 on the third favourite, but we'll wait for it to turn and level out, and then we can get it on the way down. There's great movement now on that favourite. See, it went right down to 268, and so our second horse got matched. So we're going again there at 365, and there we'll click 370 to get that match. I'm going to wait for this third favourite to turn, probably about 8, so I might back it. It's going to take that hedged profit, so it just does a little lay there of 263 just to level out the profit on that one for us. And if it starts coming back down, I'll look to back it. So there we've got the third one, the second favourite matched again. So we're going again at 370. It's probably 1 or 2 ticks higher than I really should be, but you're seeing good movement, which means the third favourite's going to come down. So we'll jump in there at 7.2, hopefully get that matched before it comes down to match us at 6.8. We'll see how we go. That favourite's still coming down. The third favourite's coming down, so there's only one way for the second fave to go, and that's why he's gone up to 4. I was talking before about resistance points at 3. You see how that favourite just touched 395, 4, and then turned and came back down. So that's handy for us. So we can go and back it as well at 380, which we've got. So see if we can get 370, or I can move that up to 375, or even scratch it at 380 in a minute if I want to, if the other two horses do keep coming down. So we're just waiting on the second favourite to get matched at 370. So I've just moved that up and hedged it, and we've just chopped out of it at 380 because it was a bit risky. 2 minutes 20 to go. That 1300 there is a real problem for me at 7.2 on this third favourite. I need that to disappear, which it just has. That's handy, so we'll get matched now on that one. So we're going well. So let's have a look at our current position. 843 on that horse, and we made a couple of pound on the other. So there's our £10. We still got 2 minutes to go. This is normally when I would start trading the race. So 360, 365, 365, 370. Then we hedged at 390. Then we did a scratch trade at 380. And on the other horse, 660, 680, 680, 760 we hedged, and then backed at 720 and laid at 7. And that gives us £10.96 profit. So it's 1.5 minutes to go. So we'll go and see if we can do 1 or 2 more quickly. You'll see the market's moving a lot more now. There's a lot more flashing on screen, the bigger price gaps. You look at that drop from 4.1 down to 380. Now you get the volatility that we like. However, if you get on the wrong side of it, it can be a bit sort of damaging. But we'll go in there at 3.8, just try and do 1 tick trade. I normally trade at the bottom, but with only a minute to go, these prices aren't going to get right down to the bottom anymore. And this second favourite's been constantly drifting, so we should be fine. So I'm in there at 3.8. A lot of money below me. Look, 480 there, 800 below that, 800 below that. So I'm nearly 100% certain to get this matched at 385. In fact, it got matched before the whole lay bet did. So we'll just hedge that for another £1.30 profit. So there we go. We've got 50 seconds to go. See what else we can do. £1,000 there, 500. We'll go in there at 3.8. You see, it's £700 there and 700 below it and 800 below that. So you got like £2,200 of market money there, keeping that horse solid. It's not going to crash down on you. But keep an eye on it. If all that money disappeared at once, you'd want to get out of this trade pretty quickly. So there, we've got that match. There's 20 seconds to go now, so we'll just hedge that up and get out of here. So that's enough. So we've turned that into £13.31. So look, that's how I would trade the last 10 minutes of a race. Do it slowly, and then when you get to the last 2 or 3 minutes when you're beginning, just pull out of it. And practice makes perfect. See you next time.